Hello. Sorry, massive delay, which is my fault. Cheers.
Cheers.
From Adam at MerseyBeers and Disco from Rasko and Disco. We're watching along to the FA Cup, which is about to kick off. Plymouth versus Liverpool. Plymouth being the home team at home park. I've just cracked a beer open, which is Polly's Brown Ale. I do have Liverpudlian stuff, but it's Alfex 12%, so that would be not a great bit to start with. Are you doing okay, Disco?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm up here at the brewery, trying not to shout across the courtyard. I'm sort of sitting in public, so if I go quiet, it's because I'm got people over there sort of thing. I've got the screen, I've got the big screen in front of me, so I can see. I'll see the game, but got a little beer on. Got a Nettle Pilsner,
Very good.
5% Czech style Pilsner with stinging nettles.
It's definitely unique, that. We're a couple of minutes from kick-off. We've had a few comments. Jake's in late, yes, that was my fault.
It wouldn't be a Rasko Disco stream involvement without a little bit of lateness.
Yeah, same for me as well. Cheers from Simo on Disco's channel. And Jake saying, the Argyle, I love Liverpool, but I love a good FA Cup upset.
Well, you never know, it's possible. Like I said last time, we drew 0-0, so...
Oh, you're talking to someone?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. I need another pair of headphones, I think, really, but I can't work out why it's not working. Yeah. Last time we played in the FA Cup, I was at Anfield, up in the away end, and we drew. It's the most exciting 0-0 game I've ever watched, I think. We were a little bit of a war of attrition, and I think we caught Liverpool a little bit off guard and managed to scrape a 0-0 and only got beat 1-0 in the replay at home park. But we're at home park this time, so things might be different.
Yeah, I don't remember that much specifically. It must have been a while ago.
2016, I think it was, which is a whole world away now, isn't it?
Just a quick one about the beer. It's a brown ale from Polly's, part of the pilot range. So it's a pilot on the pilot kit. It's a Magnum Strata hopped American brown with extra pale malt and chocolate malt. It's quite hoppy.
Interesting.
I wasn't expecting it to be so hoppy. The Magnum is very prominent. I always get a herbal taste from Magnum. That is very prominent. And I got a citrusness on the very back end. How's your Nettle Pilsner?
Yeah, it's probably it's a core range beer that we do here. So it's kind of a regular thing. It's a bit weird with the actual stinging nettles because the stinging nettles will grow just behind the bar here. We're up here on a farm, like a little urban farm just outside of London, just off the M40.
Lovely.
A lot of stuff that gets grown here that we try and put in beers. Probably not as much as we could do, but just now and again. The stinging nettles grow in abundance around here. We're just at the bottom of a wooded hill, so there's lots of kind of free-growing stuff that we use at the brewery, and it just gives it an extra kind of freshness, a little bit of zing, bit of almost savouriness kind of thing. Oh, we kicked off.
Oh, absolutely not kicked off yet for me.
Straight in.
I might be a bit of a delay on my end. They're just doing the lineups.
Yeah, I can't say I recognise anybody from the Liverpool team, but that's because I don't really follow the Premiership.
Well, the two in the middle, I'm going to butcher his name, Naomi and McConnell, and they're very much the youth team. Got more first team starters than I thought.
Yeah.
The line's gone before I could even look.
Say that, I suppose you don't recognise any of the Plymouth team, to be fair, either, do you?
No. I saw the goalkeeper called Hazard, and I was like, that's either a fortunate name or an unfortunate name.
Yeah, Connor Hazard, I think he signed with Celtic. He's got a bit of a pedigree. He's actually a decent keeper. We've been over blessed with keepers at Argyle over the years, but I would say that I'm biased, but he's been particularly decent, but being a bit injured this season, so we kind of haven't seen the best of him. But he's gone straight back into the team, coming back from injury.
So I'll pick off on my end. I'm 25 seconds in. So I think there might be a slight delay on my app.
I've got 140 here.
Oh, you're having a bit of a push. Ooh. Good block by Gomez.
One of the problems we've always had, as much as I love the colour green, on TV screens it's really difficult to see.
Yeah,
the
white shorts.
And I thought you'd be playing in red, even being away, but you've got that white kit, which makes it even harder to see on a screen.
Yeah.
We've got. So I don't actually know who's on the ball at any one time.
I wondered why. I don't know why we're in our away kit. I just don't know whether it's just FA Cup rules or what. We do have a white stripe down the shorts, but
I never know in any time, any games why they. And who chooses? Is it the ref who decides, or between the clubs? I've never looked at that.
Between the clubs, I assume. Sometimes we play in the third kit, and there's no rhyme or reason to why we're playing in the third kit. Happens a lot when we play in Europe. It's they just put the purple third kit on for no apparent reason.
Well, this is the third choice goalkeeper kit, and again, even the goalkeepers, I've no idea why they have 3 different colours. But I only bought this one because it's the closest one to green. There's an orange one and a purple one, and they all look really good. But this was reduced, so I bought this one.
Our kit's a grey, orange, and purple for the keepers. Awful this season. Harry as well in the chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, greetings, folks.
Not really much.
I generally don't make predictions with football because football always let you down. But what's your genuine feelings on this game? Is it going to be the walkover for Liverpool that everybody assumes, or is it going to be closer?
I think we've got a lot of youth in the middle. Got the new Italian fella on the right. He hasn't had many games.
Yeah.
Oh, pushing.
Sorry. You just went in the attack, and obviously you'll catch it up in a bit.
Yeah, having a go. But I think we're really going to show our inexperience in the centre.
In front of the camera, unless you want it. Yeah. Sorry, Adam, what was that?
I said we've got really inexperienced central midfield. I think we're going to really struggle to get through. But with Diaz on the left, he's going to be really running terror for your defence.
Right. We've got a completely new defence. Recently, we signed 2 big centre backs from Eastern Europe. 2 Eastern Europeans. I think we signed one from Germany, and the big lad in the middle. Actually, it doesn't seem. I don't know if he is in the middle or on the right. Talavirov. In his first game the other day, he tackled a player. He ran about 50 yards, slide tackled him, punted it into the stands on his arse, and he got up and he celebrated like it was a Man City striker scoring a goal. He just celebrated the tackle. He was like, yeah, come on, like that. So kind of instantly fell in love with him because he looks like he cares. So I think they're both like 6'5" or something. They're centre backs that we signed. So aerial battles might be all right, but they might run through the middle of them.
Sorry, my headphone cut out. I do apologise. I was listening. The battery just cut out. I've swapped it over.
Oh, right.
just one of them cut out.
Right. Well, my headphones don't work. Your battery's on the blink. We just put the sound on the. We just put the sound on the screen. I don't think it'll reach over here if you can hear it. But
No, not really.
Shouldn't be with a mic. So. The only problem with this is because we're all outside. We don't actually. Although I'm at the tap, we call it a tap room, the brewery tap. We don't actually have a room. It's all outside. We're kind of in the courtyard with like a stretch tent over it. The only problem with that is it's bloody cold.
Cold.
Drinking cold beer. Yeah, cheers, Harry. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll look into that next season, mate.
What was he saying? He said on Sky podcast last week. He was saying he wanted the West Ham job.
West Ham.
I know. Looking at his track record.
Does he not like West Ham? Wants to get them relegated as well?
I don't know. He said Tottenham, not West Ham. West Ham got a new manager, and then he said about the Aussie fella is going to get kicked out, isn't he, at Tottenham if they keep up this relegation battle. Yeah.
Can't see. I mean, we liked Rudy. We gave it a go. It was a completely left field appointment. We weren't even expecting it, and it just came out of the blue, and we're like, really? How's that going to work? And of course, he hasn't had a great record. But when he came in, he surprisingly talked a really good game. You know what I mean? And he sounded passionate. He sounded like he gave a toss. And I think he had a good opening couple of games. And then it sort of, we weren't necessarily expecting to win a lot of games this season, but there was a lot of games that we should have won that we didn't. And that's kind of, in the end, it was just impossible to carry on with it, really. It's kind of weird the way it happened.
I just realised we had Sam must have logged in and changed the background, so I've just changed it back. Those Aussies.
Sorry, Adam.
I said Sam share the account. He must have logged in and changed the background because I just looked at it and went, "It's his dog. Why have he put his dog as the background?" So I just swapped it back.
Early sub for Liverpool now. So he got an injury, I think. Can't see who it is.
A bit delayed, I think. Yeah, he's showing the substitute side now. Gomez rolled his ankles.
It's not the pitch. The pitch is brilliant. I did say the other day about we're not really sort of team to go in like proper hard on tackles like that and do dirty tackles. We're generally pretty good.
He's bringing one of the youth team on.
Is that captain?
Yeah, I think Gomez is captain for this game. He's not usually the captain, but there's no Van Dijk and there's no Mo.
Harry says, I think we should go to
challenge out the replay. Looks like Endo's changing position. He's getting some instructions from Slot. Endo's a defensive mid, so I don't know whether he's going to be moving into centre back, maybe. To cover Gomez, and then we'll bring on one of the youth team in the middle.
Yeah, there were winners and losers.
No, we got a corner.
I'm still doing the stuff on that. the delay is there.
You have to refresh.
Yeah, I pressed the live button. That's where it is.
Right. Get in.
Yeah, first time I've seen him play for us. Not first team player. Corner. Yeah, the corner's just happened now. It's that delayed.
I think they'd rather have the student. So the next president, after the rule change.
Yeah, I think Rooney needs to go in as an assistant manager to a more senior manager. I think that's the only way he's ever gonna.
It's sort of what we had. We had director of football Neil Juicnett, who's like quite well thought of in football. He's had to go eventually in the end as well. But that was what we thought the Rooney appointment was. Rooney was going to be like the front man for the media, and the thing was Juicnett was pulling the strings in the background, buying players, etc. Also a certain amount of tactical, but even that didn't seem to work. So we've Rooney was the fifth, including Juicnett, the fifth Scouser in a row. But now we've decided to give up with Scousers and look to Europe. We've got a board for the first time
No
ever.
West Country, man.
Oh, sorry, go on. Yeah.
No West Country here, man. Up for the job for the Plymouth manager.
Again, completely out of completely left field appointment. We all thought we was getting Schumacher back. He left us unceremoniously for Stoke and didn't do very well. So we thought he was coming back. And in fact, I think Schumacher thought he was coming back. And then at the last minute, somehow we picked up this guy from Cercle Bruges, gave him an interview, and he talked a good game and does some good team talks by the sound of it from what we've seen. Yeah. He's come in, been passionate and talked a good talk. So far the team's not been too bad either. So it's been a reasonably good start.
Yeah, you've done well. You've been pushing. I think it's been back and forth.
Yeah.
And just to answer Harry's question, I'm drinking Polly's Brown Ale. I've actually got a can of this for Harry when he comes up next month. And Disco's drinking the Perivale Nettle Lager.
Yeah. Nettle Pilsner Lager, 5%.
Very good. And this is 6, straight 6. I've also just noticed that we're the wrong way around.
Oh, under our logos, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I also noticed the other day your clever doctoring of our logo, which I quite liked. But
well, I've got the original. I can send it to you. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, I've sneakily added the disco ball after some discussions behind the scenes, but I haven't quite worked out about changing the name yet, and I've left it.
Okay. I just thought he wasn't on. He wasn't here, so I thought I'll take his name off and then.
It solves as many problems as it causes, probably, but I've not heard anything. So.
That's why I wanted your go ahead before I put it on as the thumbnail.
I didn't notice it initially because I'm so used to just looking at it and seeing the disco ball now, and it was only when I was putting the stream up here on StreamYard that I noticed you changed it. I thought, yeah, fair play. We'll leave it at that. That's good.
I'm aware that Rasko is not a Plymouth fan, so I didn't think he'd want to be associated.
Well, that's true. I mean, Rasko doesn't know anything about football because he's a QPR fan.
It's a funny fact about QPR. They are the team. Their games are the most available resale tickets in the whole of the UK.
Because nobody wants to go.
I have no idea.
I've been to Loftus Road and sat with my knees around my ears in their tiny stadium with small seats. But it's only 5 stops on the tube, so I usually have to go. But I haven't bothered in the last 5 years.
You've clearly never been to Goodison. That's not a great stadium to go to with the wooden chairs still, and you have no space for your knees.
Goodison, sadly, is one of the, I think it's 8 of the 92 that I've not actually done with Argyle, sadly. So I don't think I'll get a chance to do Goodison.
Ironically, I didn't go there for an Everton or a Liverpool game. I went there for an England under-17s game. I got free tickets. A friend of my uncle's a 4th official or 3rd official. So he got us tickets for actually just England under-17s. It was a good game.
I've got a lot of mates who like ticking off grounds. I can't quite bring myself to go to games I've no particular vested interest in, just to tick off a ground. Although an England game obviously would count as vested interest, so I wouldn't do that just to tick off a ground. I want to do the 92 with Argyle.
Well, I went with Harry to a Birmingham game. We were away if we could do the month. He had a spare ticket. It's not far from me, so that was a decent experience. It was at the away end. I've been in both sides before at Wigan. Liverpool usually play them in the pre-season, every other season.
What's it like going to football with Harry? Because obviously he doesn't know anything about football either, because he's a Birmingham City fan.
Very loud. I was surprised at how loud he was.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I can imagine he might be a bit vocal.
They like to chant about Villa, whether Villa are playing or not, which I didn't understand.
Well. Oh no.
You saw Jamie Carragher's son as well, was playing for Wigan at the time.
Wigan.
Yellow card. Yellow card for the young lad. Mioni. That's a stupid challenge. Challenge. You're probably well ahead of me, and you've seen that challenge about 3 times.
So yeah, I've sort of. I can do 2 things at once, but I'm sort of struggling. I can't see the time. Yeah, we're on 19 minutes.
18. You guys are just taking the free kick.
Right. Brisbane Road is a great experience. I love going Brisbane Road, especially once they got the beer situation sorted out in the High Street. Leighton Orient's a good day out. We always used to get out Orient on a Tuesday night, though.
They had a good go at Man City yesterday, didn't they?
Well, yeah, it was only 2-1, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think was that second goal the 86th minute as well.
Your goalkeeper top's all right. Purple and black, you don't look bad.
Can you talk about Argyle? Let's talk about Liverpool, because Liverpool's Mike is the kit maker as well.
I don't mind a purple keeper's kit. It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's our 3rd goalkeeper kit. Well, I'm wearing the 3rd one, I don't know.
Where's your Nike? What Nike badge? Whose Nike badge?
Can't see it.
He's spotted something. Yeah, I can't. I've never had to see it from here. Oh, what a tackle.
I'll probably see it in about a minute. This is the minute we've got possession.
Come up. It's a great stat. We just got a commentary on low, but I could just say the centre back we signed from Germany. He arrived. We signed him on like the Friday morning, or it must have been on Thursday. But the commentator said apparently the first thing he did was go to the stats man and request videos of the last 3 West Brom games so he could sit and study them and know what he was up against on the Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, that was a good challenge. I've just seen that now. He got the ball and Diaz.
Sorry, I missed that.
I said that was a good challenge. I've just seen it now. He got the ball and Diaz. And went for a corner.
It's Talario, but he goes by the name Maxi because it's just easier.
Oh, goal kick? How was that a goal kick? That was a corner.
Nah, come back off your player.
No, that's easy for Kelleher. Always makes me laugh. He's never quite the first choice at all times for Ireland, Kelleher.
Yeah.
He's always fighting with a Southampton goalkeeper who's also not their first goalkeeper, I don't think either. So I think the Republic of Ireland, their first choice for goal are not first choice for their clubs.
Yeah. But then, how much? I mean, being in 4 competitions, I guess you need to rotate. Do you rotate those goalkeepers through the 3 different competitions?
Yeah. Well, especially at the minute, with us thankfully still on with the quad potentially. Kelleher has been playing a lot of European and League Cup games and now FA Cup games as well.
Yeah.
Generally saving Alisson for the league.
Oh, Alisson's still there.
Yeah, he came back from injury earlier in the season. So Kelleher had been doing full duty until about 2 months ago. When Alisson started coming back, but they generally save him for big Champions League games and league. He plays every Premier League game.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have that luxury. We just have 2 keepers.
I think we got 4 at the minute, but I've never seen a 4th choice ever play.
Well, yeah, 2 keepers and the youth. Because both our keepers have been injured, I think, this season. So we actually signed some guy on loan for like 4 months. And he went back and we just got to be both our keepers are decent, I think, anyway. Despite the fact we've had quite a lot of high score lines, it's more down to defence and the keeper can only do so much, really, can't he?
That McConnell, he's played a couple of games. He's come on as subs, I think, in our central midfield. He's only a young lad. I think he's like 17. He's put some absolutely brilliant passes together.
Certainly helps.
He's sporting the number 53. Youth player with first team. The first team goes into the 30s. So,
well, hang on. Your guy on the left's got 98. How does that work?
98. Who's that?
It says Naoni 98.
Oh yeah, He's in the middle. He's not on the left. He's one of the 2 centre mids. I think he was just slightly out of position. Yeah, he's one of the youth teams as well.
Yeah.
First game in the first team. No, Diaz is on the left front. We play high attacking wings. So Diaz number 7, he's playing left wing attack.
Okay, yeah. I'm just far enough away. I can't quite see numbers on the screen, but that's due to my bad eyesight on the screen.
Banzu, there we go.
Yeah.
Has he gone on loan to China then from Southampton? That's probably why he's not getting Ireland's number 1.
I'm wrong with the Belgian league. We just got our manager from the Belgian league. Well, indirectly anyway.
I read that. I didn't realise he was being funny with the way he said Belgian. I thought it was some sort of Chinese league. The way he spelt it. Belgian, yeah, I get it.
Belgian.
Haven't been a fan. Shimaka's is our Greek player who's playing left back with his silly little top knot, blonde top knot. I haven't been his biggest fan. I've always preferred Robertson to him, but Robertson's had a lot of niggling injuries recently, so I can understand why they're not risking him. But Shimaka's is very much a left midfield if you like to play left back, almost like almost like a wing back on the left, which suits Alexander Arnold better than Robertson, who is I feel a straight out full back. Well, I just think Shimaka's has not got the speed to be a left midfielder. I don't know why he's always played that way.
Well, is it speed, or like if he's not got speed, he doesn't go forward, or he doesn't get back?
Yeah, he doesn't get back. He can't defend. He's not the greatest defender. Pretty much his set pieces and always looking for the overlap on the left.
Yeah. We got a very one of our new signings is from Polish. We got it from a European club, but he's actually displaced our regular left back because our regular left back is right-footed, and has sort of got to play on the right a bit, but he's not playing today. Barley Mumba, but Pukac is a bit faster, slightly more skill at feet, but he does then get back and defend as well.
It's been fairly even, I would say, the first half.
Yeah.
20
both had a little go. It's been more difficult actually watching it from this angle. Like obviously I've been all in front of it, so I can see who's actually playing all right. But we've not been troubled, but we've not really troubled you. But we've sort of kept it together fairly well by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It's like I say about I don't bet on Argyle because they always let you down. Like you never know. Like we weren't expecting to beat Brentford in the last round, but then like early on in the league we beat Sunderland. I think about 6 or 7 games in, and they were unbeaten at that point. And then we go and lose the following one, and then we can't beat QPR and stuff like that. It's just with a similar team. We have had a lot of injuries this as well. Barley Mumba is great left back. Yeah, I think he can defend, but I don't think he can do both. You just don't want him going forward. But he's a great little player for £1 million that we signed him from, a record signing at the time. But then the players we had around him at the time, he was much better because he could link up the play on the left wing and or cut inside and use his right. But since a couple of key players have gone for us, he's not been so strong.
Yeah, it's not really. We're not really pushed on. I think we might push on better on the second half. I don't think Gomez's injury in the first 15 minutes really helped. Oh, you had a shot there, but blocked.
Yeah. I think that was Pukac. I think that the left back I was talking about. Seen that replay. There's a player coming up. There's one I didn't quite understand. There's a player coming up. He'll come up in 30 seconds or so, like in the number 11, Callum Wright. He's actually from Liverpool. And I see the interview this week. I see his interview this week. And number 11 there, Callum Wright, is actually a Liverpool fan. And I can't work out why he was saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, but hopefully if I'm playing, I'd love to score and I'd love to beat Liverpool." I'm like, why? Is it because they haven't signed you, or what? I don't know.
Yeah, it might be slightly better, but he didn't like it. He probably started the youth system and didn't go any further.
Yeah.
Stephen Warnock was a bit like that as well. Whenever he played against Liverpool after he left, he was very bitter.
I vaguely remember the name, and I spent most of his career trying to get my head around the fact he wasn't Neil Warnock's son or any relation.
No, yeah. Unrelated.
I just assumed he was because he was about the right age.
No. He's actually from where I was born, which is Ormskirk.
When? Nah. Should have been a pen, but no interest.
You're pushing on the attack now, so let's have a look.
Yeah, so he'll come up. He went down a bit like Bambi, but...
A nice header out. Uh-oh. A bit of badgy, but it wasn't in the box with your number 5. We've cleared it out again. We're all over the show. Why are we not?
I'm drinking slowly.
No. Not a penalty. Shimika's had already gone down prior to your player going down.
Yeah.
And he fell over.
Mike, you also have a pint of green. Yeah. I just placed my order with the boss.
I'm going to have to go and get another beer in a minute.
The next pint. It's kind of handy. The boss is walking past on his way to the bar, so I'm like, oh, go on, this face, save me having to wander off. I was just about to go myself and I see him get up.
Well, seeing as you put your order in, I'm going to grab 2 seconds, hopefully nothing happens to Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave me to run the stream, which is kind of weird because I've never done one of these kind of walk and talk kind of lives. Well, I have done, but not one of these like watch along. So I'm like trying to make sure I keep up with the commentary, but like also try and look over there to watch the screen. So it's kind of difficult. Kevin, Shock, Homebrew, thanks for popping in. Oh, cheers, there, man. All right. Yeah, keep saying those people, they're walking past him, sitting over here like. So. So trying to avoid this dead time and not talking to the camera and also talking in public. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry,
I don't know what player it was, but he looks about 13. Number 53.
That's McConnell, 53. He's about 17. I've got one out of Watford, which is Cheshire. not quite Liverpool, which is Weekend Project, and it's their Foggy Ridge, which is your favourite hops, Disco. It's Citra Mosaic IPA.
Well, I'm slowly coming away. It's not. I've worked out. It's not the Citra hop is my nemesis per se. It's what breweries do with them. So it depends very much on the hop rate and the timings it goes in as to just how much grapefruit it comes out of.
It's not that hazy. I was expecting it to be a very murky bottom.
Yeah. Nice.
There is light bleeding through. 7.2. I'd agree with Jake. I think Plymouth Argyle had a really good first half.
I'd say nothing outstanding or exceptional, but solid and just sort of competed and got a fair bit of the ball. So we've lost a couple of players in the middle there that should be more creative, but we've signed a couple. I haven't seen enough of Pukac on the left running into the box, and he's got an excellent left foot on him across the ball, but I haven't seen that much of it here. But yeah, I don't think we've been doing too badly. To be fair, we're not out of it. I wouldn't say love. Maybe try, get used to them. Oh, top stuff. Cheers, Mike. Cheers. Thank you. If you want to come and say hello to the internet, you'd be more than welcome. Come say hello. Cheers. Yeah. Next pint is called. Next pint is called Wild Green. Appropriate for watching the greens. It's the last keg actually of wild foraged hop golden ale.
Very nice.
So wild foraged as the hops, I don't even know what they are because they don't grow with a label on them. We just picked them up down by the canal, just the other side of the motorway, but far enough from the motorway. And picked several bags of them because they're just half an acre grown there in kind of wasteland off the canal. Bunked them in. Comes up proper kind of slightly zesty lemon, kind of more citrus end, no grapefruit. Works for me.
Yeah.
Really light, easy drinking golden ale. It looks pretty good as well.
You think it'll be Goldings or Fuggles or something to that effect, surely, or a variation of.
Well, I don't know. You see, if it's Fuggles, I'm not a big fan of Fuggles either. It might be well, because it's come up more citrus and that kind of more citrusy kind of lemon, maybe lime. I'm not so
bit
sure.
Of SARS, maybe.
Possibly because I do sometimes. There is a bit of crossover because that the Pilsner is a SARS hops Pilsner, so there is a certain amount of crossover, but it's definitely more. This one's definitely more kind of lemony, limey, citrus going on.
Apparently, Wild Green is part of Birmingham.
Is what?
Wild Green is part of Birmingham, apparently.
Oh, Wild Green. Isn't all of Birmingham wild?
Yeah. Not
like
all
that.
green, though.
I like Birmingham. Spelled with a Y, isn't it? Yeah, wild.
Craig's staying low. Fuggles doesn't grow very well in the UK. Yeah, that's why I think it's probably more likely Goldings.
Could be because it's not massively strong hop flavour. There was a good aroma on them. We're not even sure. We do grow some here on the farm, and we're not even totally sure which ones these are, whether they're the ones that were planted or the ones that have just sort of grown.
Bit of argy-bargy with Josser in the panty area.
I'm gonna have to put my jacket back on. It's bloody freezing. That's better. Well, hopefully. We need half time.
5 minutes.
So 5 minutes to half time.
Yeah.
Tidy up now.
Yeah, I think a lot of breweries do, because it's a good way of getting the community involved as much as getting free hops. But as long as they bring in some good ones, we've done that. Like we tried to do one. What we did work. Some brought some in, and the one here, but the brew didn't work out. So we're quite pleased that this completely wild hop one did.
I know Handyman, which is a brew pub in the south of Liverpool, not miles from me, about 25 minutes down the road. They do a fresh hop golden ale every year.
Uh-huh.
But that's always a wet hop. Was yours wet hopped, or did you dry it out before you?
No, straight in. Picked them in the bags, bought them at the brewery, chucked them straight in. Most of our hops are dried pellet rather than the whole hops. Yeah, I didn't realise about the Barca, but I know. Oh, Arsenal? No, I don't think so. We signed him from Kiel in Germany. I think you've googled the wrong player there. Oh, so
I know Fuggles is one of them that is struggling with the fungus.
Oh no! Yes, you have googled the right player.
There you go, played for Arsenal.
Only that's why we don't know about it. It's actually his youth career. His senior career doesn't read quite as much. Arsenal, Mallorca, Gymnastic, whoever that is, and FC20.
You say Espanyol as well?
Again, his youth career.
Oh, right. Oh, he's really pinked around his youth career, hasn't he?
He's been 5 teams in his youth, and he's only 28.
That's an offside here. Right. Miles off. Miles off.
Yeah, Plegazele, or Pleggy as we call it, because it's used. Yeah, I didn't see that incident. But...
Yeah, he was a good foot and a half from the last defender. It's very nice. This very much a traditional. If you thought New England IPA, it would be this.
I'll check out Weekend Project at some point. It's on the list, but I haven't got around to that yet. Oh, hang on. Hey.
I've had quite a few from them. On draft in Crafty in Liverpool, and then when we went out round Wigan after the Birmingham game, there was loads on draft. They just seem to be all around the northwest at the minute.
Yeah. Should get out.
They're a keg brewery. They don't do any cans.
Right.
From what I've seen, unless they do cans.
Probably just size. They haven't got around to buying any casks yet.
Maybe. Yeah, I think Knutsford's not known as a beer location, really. I know they've got a bottle shop there, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're just going to stoppage time for me. 3 minutes.
Yeah, so
Goal kick for you. Our Italian right winger decided to slide all over the place. I can't remember his name. I don't know if it's Shinese. It's probably butchering his Italian name, but he only signed for us this season. He had a couple of games in the Champions League where he came off the bench, but I've not really seen him start many of them.
we got Millwall.
This one, sorry.
We've got Millwall in the week.
Wow.
It's Champions League and Millwall.
We haven't got anyone. No, we haven't got anyone in the week. He's Next week's our first midweek no game.
Yeah.
For about 4 weeks, we've had 2 games a week. Not next week. It's the Champions League playoffs, and we qualified straight out, so we don't need to play a playoff game.
Yeah.
Top of the league. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaya?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, there you go. Birmingham got Cambridge United on Tuesday.
Cambridge is a good trip for the beer. We always used to enjoy going to Cambridge, but not so much on a Tuesday night.
Oh no! I tell a lie. We have got a midweek game. It's the rearranged game. It's the derby on Thursday. It's been rearranged. It got rearranged from the beginning of the year. We'll get the snow.
Right.
It's the week after we haven't got a midweek game.
That's half time here.
I've got a couple of minutes left, I think. A minute and a half. Diaz is just making a push on the left-hand side. It's gone nowhere. Brilliant IPA, this. You're into hockey stuff, weekend project, just don't have time. Yeah, Argyle have done really well in the first half. Really, really well.
It's all relative, really. Really well is probably not as well as we played in other games this season. It's just because we're playing a Liverpool team, and I think we haven't shone, but we've obviously kept up and matched what you've bought. So it's not. 0-0 in the first half is quite a good result for us at the best of times. But yeah, I don't think we played really well. I think we've just matched what we've had to do, really.
I think you've been pushing for a goal. You've kept it in the middle where you can. What else do you want from the first half?
No, exactly. I mean, I'm looking at it in terms of I am biased, but I think that we've got a really good team on paper. Unfortunately, football's not played on paper, but yeah, it's Liverpool, so I'm not expecting to be 3-0 up at any rate. But I think we've done what we need to do, and it's not been the most exciting of games. You know, I'm just looking over there, like it's not been the most exciting of game, but I think we've gone out to match Liverpool, and I think we've done that. So first part one, phase one complete kind of thing.
I agree with Jake's comment, but I would like to say that Liverpool played a full strength team against Tottenham, and we haven't on this occasion, rightly or wrongly. But I think we were already, for the Tottenham game, we were already 1-0 down. aggregates, we wanted to put a full strength team out to make sure that the win was secure.
Yeah, we haven't really troubled your keeper massively. Anywhere near being Tottenham comparison, but then I think we could probably beat Tottenham this season. Huh?
Yeah, Paul from Rate My Beers not very happy. He didn't react well to the bit of banter that I DM'd him earlier in the week with Tottenham losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all they've got going for them now is they're still in the FA Cup, aren't they? Or are they out? Oh, they play today, don't they? They play Villa today.
Oh, is that their later game, isn't it?
Later game, I think. I think they're half kick-off.
Yeah.
So, providing that they beat Villa, which Villa are playing very well this season, I'm not sure that'll happen.
I'd still be happy to get either of them in the next round.
Yeah, and they're still in the Europa Cup as well.
Eh? Of course, you've got to be positive. You've got to be positive. Of course I'm saying that. Yeah. That was my boss who also doesn't know anything about football because he's a Liverpool fan. There's 3 times I can get just basically just change the team and you put it for anybody. That doesn't really work with Liverpool, to be fair.
Oh. I think it's going to be a close game. I think with the team we've fielded, I think we're looking at if we get a 1-0 win, I think that might be realistic.
Well, it's always a game of 2 halves kind of thing. Do you think, like what we'd naturally expect probably would be to Plymouth to tire a bit in the second half against Premier League opposition, but do you think from what you've seen, have we been not really chasing tail, like have we been that athletic in the first half that we would tire, or both teams have been about the same, I think, in terms of energy?
Yeah, so. It's been about the same. I think we'll see one change from Liverpool at half time. I think it'll be a first team player that'll come in. I would say McAllister, if he's on the bench, potentially could come on. Just because I think Diaz needs the service that he's not getting from centre midfield at the moment. I think that it'll be what if we score. I think we'll score early and then we'll sit back and won't do anything. I think just try and keep you on the counter attack every time. That's all we'll do.
Well, he's not on the bench, and there aren't any names on the bench I particularly recognise. But then, as I said, there's only like 1, maybe 2 names on the first team I recognise, so that don't count for that.
Yeah, I'd say I didn't see the lineup went off. I was speaking to him and it went off dead quick. So let's see who's on the bench.
I can't hear what he's saying, but they got Robbie Fowler on commentary. He's always good for a story or two, eh?
He was on for Liverpool as well. He was on for the Tottenham Liverpool game. He was on half-time punditry. He was on the bench.
Who is?
Problem with I'm just having a look to see who's on the bench.
I didn't see McAllister. I do know that name.
Curtis Jones probably be the option that will come on. We've got hardly anyone. We've only got Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones, first team on the bench. All the rest are reserve or youth team players. I can see that Naoni coming off. Harvey Elliott moves into McConnell's playing right back. They showed him on the lineup as centre midfield.
Yeah.
When I originally saw that. Whether he's moved.
Yeah, they make assumption or change it.
Yeah, I can see that Naoni coming off. When he didn't have the yellow card, he'll come off Curtis Jones. We'll move Elliott up. And push that way. See if I can get quicker feed. Still Robbie Fowler. What would you like to see, Plymouth? Would you see any substitutions in the half time?
Well, I think we've got pretty much the players that I would have played apart from one. I'm not a big fan of the lad in the middle at number 18, Guy Arby, or Jaiabi, I'm not sure. We got him on loan from Leeds. I would much rather see Jordan Houghton play in there, and I think we might see that in the second half. Those two have been swapping over a bit of late with the new managers. Started Houghton and brought Guy Arby on, so I think that will be probably the first one. I think I've hardly seen Ryan Hardy up top at all. So we've got a choice of strikers to bring on over Femi or Tijani, who we don't know anything about because he spent most of the season injured. So, or possibly Michael Baidoo. I feel sorry for Hardy because he just hasn't had the service, but he scored 2 last week, so he's kind of got his place. But I think I will probably see a change up top there with some fresh legs up front. But the middle of the park's pretty sound. Callum Wright, like I say, the number 11 Scousers, often sacrificed first. But he's got plenty of legs, plenty of energy, and will run at players, so I think he should stay on. But I don't think we'll see too much of a change for the first 10-15, actually. I think he might just go with what we've got, since we're doing just about enough.
Wait till 65 or 75 minutes, you reckon?
Yeah. I don't think he'll change. He definitely won't change the defence particularly. I mean, there's an argument to bring Mumba on, but Sorinola on the right's playing pretty well. He won't come on for Pukac, I don't think so. That's possible. Mumba on for Sorinola, but unless Sorinola gets... Sorinola is one of these players who just runs and runs and runs till his legs give up. Often about 75-80 minutes. But it's probably just going to be the attacking options to change, I think.
I honestly think we'll just make one change. I think at half time, because he's going to want to push for a win, but I don't think he's going to want to push for us to concede any. So I think he's going to play it nice and safe. Here's Jones, I'm saying.
I mean, I didn't actually expect Ryan Hardy to start up front because, say, he scored a couple last week off the bench. He played something like 20-25 minutes and got man of the match for 2 goals, one of which was a penalty against West Brom. So he's he's probably our only real impact player, to be fair, because he just, again, runs. And he's got a dual-footed shot on him. So seeing as he's on and not quite done enough, I think he'll probably be the first to go off.
Fair enough.
Much to my annoyance, I've been watching quite a lot of Argyle this season. I say much to my annoyance because it's all been on bloody Sky. I only hate slightly less than all the rest of the corporate companies like Amazon and all that, but I do begrudgingly give my money to Uncle Rupert because Argyle's on the telly, so I've seen more than my fair share of matches this season, but in lieu of actually going still.
Is that on mostly the Plus channel? The new Plus channel?
No, I don't know what it is. I just get a Now TV subscription, like a monthly. It's like 30 quid a month, but you get at least 2 games. It's probably a little bit more expensive because I think at the start of the season I was getting 3 games for that. But
I generally watch all the Liverpool games on TV. Just get a ticket to pay. I did 2 games last season. Thankfully, work sorted us out with a couple of tickets. I can't tell you how I watch all the games on the TV on a live stream.
Yeah. It was annoying because we used to get, like, for a while we could pay for non-Saturday at 3 o'clock games, you'd pay a tenner, but it was a terrible service, and we eventually took it back in under our own wing at Argyle TV, which is starting to be really, really good. Cheers, time, cheers. And then it got taken over by Sky this season. It was really annoying because Argyle TV were doing a good package for a tenner a game. Again, non-Saturday at 3 o'clock. But although now I think it feels like we've got more Tuesday games. Tuesday and Wednesday games we can actually watch being on Sky. So it's swings and roundabouts. So I say begrudgingly giving my money to Uncle Rupert to watch Argyle.
It is what it is. Unfortunately, they're becoming the only game in town. Amazon only have a couple of streams. You only get the FA Cup is on terrestrial. That's it. There isn't anything else, is there really?
Yeah.
Apart from international.
I think that should definitely be a thing. I think they've got that right to at least get some cup games on, so that people don't want to spend loads of money watching it, and especially if you get your team, maybe a lower league team that maybe doesn't get on Sky so much. Although I think even down in League 1 and League 2 they've got a certain amount of guaranteed games now on Sky in this current package, so it's not so bad. It's kind of a thing. But no, Bill. Live on YouTube.
From the licensing authority, we got a license.
License for what?
Well, anything.
A license to be here.
As we said, I've got a TV license. I'm sure Brewery does.
Yeah. The trouble of being by the door. I've got to say hi to everybody as they come in. I should probably give you half time. I should have given you a little tour around. Really, it would have been the ideal time. But we kicked off again.
Yeah, it's just getting ready for kick off on my end.
I did a live stream up here once before on a fairly quiet Saturday. I always find it difficult pointing the camera in the general direction of the public, just in case they don't want to be on camera. We are, because we sort of, as a brewery, we don't really own any of this. It's all a public location. So
really?
We are outside. This is not our. It's all like a park essentially, and then slightly sort of nature reserve type thing. So it's all public land. We're just sort of selling beer on the side. We have got a license for that, obviously, but it's just.
I need to come down. I need to come down. I haven't done any sort of breweries or anything in London before, and it's fairly easy from Liverpool.
Sorry, I missed that.
I said I need to come down. I haven't done any brewery stuff in London before, but it's fairly easy from Liverpool.
So the best thing about where we are kind of being in London is the fact that it's not actually London. It's kind of almost not London at all. It's like, one of the last borough out of town kind of thing. So you don't have to worry about all that Zone 1 malarkey and even all those Hackney breweries. It's a little bit manic over there. Whereas things are a little bit quieter over here, but it does also mean much less breweries to come and visit. we're the only brewery for like 5 miles probably.
Are you close to a tube stop or an overground?
Yeah,
stop?
fortunately, so we're just off the M40, just off the motorway at Perivale, and it's a tube stop on the central line. It's just a little bit far out the central line, but it's only 4 stops from like White City, Shepherd's Bush kind of area, so out west.
No. Well, it's 2.5 hours on the train from Liverpool to London, and then I got the Oyster card, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's probably about half hour out of town on the tube, although you'd have to change. But it's also on the canal. I tend to cycle into London down the canal these days because it's just not getting on a train. And it takes me about 40 minutes to cycle it down the Grand Union. Depends where I'm going. I don't go right into town. If I'm going west of town.
I always joke with Rob Hopstein because we live right on the Liverpool to Leeds canal. I joke, and he obviously lives near Saltaire, which is on the canal as well. I joke, I just cycle to you, the 74 miles or whatever it is down the canal.
Yeah, I mean the closest I can imagine it, like I saw some of the stuff you guys did at Rivington, and I guess we're very similar to that here, being a little bit remote, although obviously we're much more urban than Rivington, but it's that kind of sort of setup, kind of farm, kind of outdoorsy thing.
You say Rivington's remote, but it's right next to the motorway. As a
wee, but you've got that countryside element and that kind of farmyard element in it.
There's no junction. You couldn't get off there, but you have to go over the overpass of the motorway to get there.
Yeah, I've looked at it on the map and it doesn't look, I mean, for me, it's not a terrible walk at all, but...
yeah, it's only in the rain. It's particularly bad because you're going uphill.
It does rain quite a lot there, but we have that problem in the rain as well. It's absolutely dead in the rain because we're all outside. We've only got this tent covering, but people just obviously don't come out. But
I'm just letting the dog out. I'll be 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. On the perla, I'm not even going to connect. Show me love. See what I mean? You say you're getting on the Polish stuff. Green can up the Argo. That's the spirit. I like that. It's got green in the name. World green. I think I'll move on to a hazy next. Yeah, what should I go? Shall I go for very hazy IPA? Or shall I go for the equally hazy, very pale ale? Let me know, just to prove that I do drink hazy boys and hoppy stuff, and well, they are. I like them both, to be fair. They are kind of hoppy, but nicely balanced hoppy. A precious few grapefruit. So yeah, what do you reckon? Perivale's very pale, or Perivale's very hazy? Is my next point. Oh. Oh God, I don't want the attack. I haven't done much commentating because I'm not a commentator. Just watching. Yeah, Ken. Cheers, Craig. Perivale is a lovely part of the world. It's not bad. It's all right. It's not my end. It's on the other side. On the other side of town a little bit. But yeah, Craig's been up here and sat having had a few pints. We did a live stream. I was a little bit overexcited on that live stream, a little bit razzicked. And it's before I worked out. Hang on, penalty for Argyle. Get in. They don't know why, but we'll take it. Penalty for Argyle. Adam, I'm back.
No, I'm delayed. I was just putting a pie in the microwave. I've let the dog out and put the pie in the microwave. I've not seen it yet.
Red kit. Oh yeah, hands out, isn't it? Hands out there. It's kicked it over his head, and your defender just put his hands out like that. I'm like, well, it's that, isn't it?
Handball. It's still not caught yet.
I'm at the throw-in.
We had a penalty last week, and we was incredibly lucky. And I think there he can't argue it. He had his hands out in front of him.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott. Oh, what an idiot.
It's Ryan Hardy. Do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to react, or are you just going to?
You do what you need to do. You're going to be happy if it goes in.
Ryan Hardy.
Yeah. Harvey Elliott. What a silly mistake. And his hands up in the air.
This is going to make it interesting, isn't it?
We're going to have to push on now. I can see 2 subs coming on there. Why Harvey Elliott isn't anywhere near our own box?
Hazy. Very hazy. Cheers, Don. The other benefit of standing near the door is it's on the way to the bar and people ask me if I want a drink. I'm like, yeah, go on then.
With your stupid moustache.
I'm struggling with the sound, Adam, because I can't hear you. I'm annoyed. My headphones don't work. I can hear exactly what you're saying. I can hear you.
What a silly mistake. I'll be 2 seconds. I've just put me pipe. I was halfway through putting my pipe in my microwave.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go, Jake. You're the only one to say go for the hazy. So I've ordered a pint of hazy on delivery. We don't do table service, but a very kind regular has decided to get me a pint. So on the way is a pint of very hazy. I mean, it's a fairly easy name to name a beer, isn't it? Yeah. We know, man. The atmosphere here at Oak Park seems pretty electric even before that goal. We've got a sellout for Laos. And the Green Army are indeed in full voice at the Devonport end. And around the rest of the stadium as well. It's still going. The other thing, standing outside, drinking cold beer, makes it a much longer drink. I find it much harder to drink cold beer in cold circumstances, but it is what it is. It's what we have to do. Oh, superb. Thank you so much. Hi, round next. There we go. As requested, a pint of very hazy. Looks much more orange off camera. Looks a bit kind of dull orange there. I'm going to put that aside, finish off the green, and we'll talk about the very hazy. I'll do it. Does she need a hand? Yeah. Oh no, Peg is down injured. %, so easy to smash down. Nice and light, got good flavours in it. It's the wild green. Go straight on to beer number 3, please. Just to carry my stream over into this one. Cheers to Adam, by the way, for inviting me along and just let me talk about beers. Yeah, so very hazy. All the beers here have that kind of very name. It's spelled V-E-R-I. The derivation of the word comes from Perivale, pale ale, so spoonerism called it very pale. Now every beer has very in the name. And this, descriptively, very hazy, but all the beers here are hazy. This one is hopped with Nelson Sauvin and a rotating hop. This one's Pacific Sunrise, I think. Although we have done 3 different versions of this year. One was an all Citra lineup in the summer, which will surprise some of you that it was probably one of my favourite iterations of that beer, an all Citra lineup. Hazy, bunch of oats in it as well to make it nice and smooth and drinkable and balanced, tempered off the grapefruit a little bit. This one, proper tropical notes. Let me check. There was a touch of grapefruit, but it's balanced by large amounts of tropical fruits, a bit kind of mangoish going on. Various times I tend to get a bit of orange going through it as well, which is odd, but very, very nice and properly. Big bunch of oats in there, so much beautiful smoothness balances out all that kind of hot flavour. Pacific Sunrise, Adam, is that a hop you've come across?
Yeah, Australian hop, isn't it? From what one way?
Yeah, very hazy. A very lazily named beer, because all our beers are hazy, but just got that kind of IPA, kind of hazy IPA note going on.
I've got another Polly's beer, which is Tally Pink, which is, I believe it's the New England IPA. It's Chinook, Galaxy, Mosaic, and Simcoe. So all the hops.
I would have expected Talus with a name like that.
Yeah, you'd think so, but no. I just saw that Darwin Núñez came on.
Yeah, there's another in there.
I was putting the pie in the microwave.
Actually, that's
still
sounds
waiting for it to come on.
Núñez.
Oh. Jake loves the FA Cup. That's a quality pour, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not too far off. That's not too far off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we call it an IPA, but we struggle a little bit with descriptions here because we often blur the lines a little bit. But that's 5.4, so it is kind of IPA territory, isn't it?
Well, you're only 0.6 from me. This deserves 6%.
Yeah. I think it's called very hazy, but we rotate the hop line up in it, and it's variously been 5.5%, 6%. It's a sort of varying recipe. Oh,
there we go. That's one from Ireland.
Oh, Connor, greetings. Welcome along.
Cheers.
Oh.
Wonder which team he's supporting. One's green and one's partly Irish.
On what, sorry?
I said one's green and one's partly Irish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, corner.
Yeah.
Get the big lads up. 6'5" defenders in the box.
I'm on a free kick.
The defenders had a right chunk on that. I know it's kind of
I'm still on a free kick.
Smashed it into the top of the dead ball. I think I know the answer to this, but here's another question for you. Half and half scarves, yes or no?
No,
It's too easy. Isn't it?
they're awful. Why would you even have them?
No, I've never.
You can spot.
Never really been
Spot
tempted
tourist.
even for big games. So why would you want somebody else's team name on your scarf?
Yeah. You can spot the tourists a mile away. I do like sometimes with FA Cup, you get your team scarf, and then it'll say the FA Cup and the date. I quite like them because they're a good bit in time.
Yeah. I'm not a massive collector of football memorabilia or scarves or anything like that, but every now and again something pops up. It's nice.
I think we know how Harry feels about half and half scarves.
And yet, there's still a proliferation. People still buy them, but I've never heard anybody say yes, they're all for them. But somehow people still buy them. I've seen a couple on the telly.
It's 100% tourists, 100%.
Oh, I don't know, but when you get people that sell out Argyle, which is predominantly season ticket holders and fairmen, there's people selling them outside, and people are buying them. Maybe, I think children, maybe kids love it because they don't necessarily know the connotations yet. And,
Neutrals, maybe neutrals.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. But,
We're really not pushing you. We're really not pushing you at the moment. We're just sitting back. Hi, Toby.
No, not yet. Anyway. What are we on? 25 left. It could. All it takes is one little lapse or one little push.
Yeah, but that's only 1-0. We need 2 goals.
Live on YouTube. A strange man in the corner talking to himself in front of a computer.
Oh, yeah. You've lost the plot, Disco. I'm just going to get me pie because it's actually finished in the microwave.
Gotcha. Leighton Man City, I mean, there is a lot of it, like if you happen to have a second team, and I'm not against having second teams in bigger leagues.
Oh, I am.
I mean, it's sort of like you have, because football nowadays isn't just your local team. There is a lot of, like, when we look at me, I'm not from Plymouth, not grew up in Plymouth, but accidentally got into Plymouth 28 years ago. So there is. I can see there's a margin for it, especially if you're disparity of like a lower league or non-league team that happens then to get into the league and then plays your chosen Premiership team. Although I have issues with that. It's like pick one. But so that's why I can see half and half scarves working. But there's so small a numbers for that. It can't. It's not a thing.
I'll tell you what, right? The teams I follow, but I wouldn't say I support. Like I follow Wrexham, but I wouldn't. I'm not saying I'm a supporter. I follow their progress, but I'm not a supporter. But the only exception I would say is proper local non-league. So, for example, I've seen a couple of Aintree Villa games. They are local non-league, but they're proper non-league. They're like county level non-league.
So I would say I'm a Harrow Borough supporter. I've been to plenty of matches. We got into the first round or whatever it was of the cup once, and we had Northampton away. And I actually went to Northampton because Northampton's quite a good trip. Well, it certainly was with Argyle, just some good beers. So I went to Northampton to watch Harrow Borough. The likelihood of, and I didn't see a half and half scarf there, and I wouldn't have bought one, but the likelihood of, say, Harrow Borough playing Plymouth Argyle is as high as it is playing Northampton. But even in that case, I don't think I'd buy one because Harrow Borough playing red, and I traditionally don't like red because that's the colour of our rivals' extra. So I wouldn't buy a red scarf with green on it because it just doesn't fit.
Who are playing today? Exeter, aren't they?
What's that?
Exeter are playing today, aren't they?
I don't. Oh, maybe. Funny enough, I don't follow them, so I don't know when they're playing. But maybe in the league.
I'm sure the FA Cup in it today.
No, there's only 3 cup games today.
Okay. Maybe they played yesterday. I'm sure they played.
Yeah, it might have been yesterday. I don't think it was a cup though.
Sorry, they played Tuesday. They played Nottingham Forest on Tuesday.
Oh, really? That's yeah. So that's spreading it out a bit, and it's normally meant to be just over the weekend.
Yeah.
They put them out as a game on a Monday, obviously, but yeah, Tuesday's a bit spreading it out a bit.
Well, United Leicester was Friday.
Yeah, again, like it's meant to be played over the weekend, so Friday and Monday you can just about get away with. It's vaguely a weekend, isn't it? But it's a bit naughty, but yeah, fair play.
I think it's with Forest's games as well. I think it's more Forest's lineup rather than Exeter's.
Yeah.
Who I have a fondness for Nottingham Forest because I think it's proper that they should be in the Premier League, and I think it's proper that they should be in Europe next season should they qualify.
It's funny having seen us play at Forest in the Championship. I sort of no longer see them, but growing up, they was always a top tier team.
Yeah.
But not so much these days. So it's a team that have a lot of history and obviously the old Clough thing going on as well. But it's not a team I would say I have a soft spot for particularly. But
sitting third in the Premier League at the minute.
See, I love a trip to Nottingham though. we had a couple of good trips to Nottingham.
Well, hopefully not in the FA Cup because that means we'd lose. But I'm hoping we get a goal here.
It's still touch and go, but
we're running out of time. Simply running out of time.
Yeah, football goes in kind of waves. You get that build up, and you can see it coming sometimes, but it hasn't really. I think they're getting a lot more of the ball now. We've just subbed the defender as well. Plegadalo's gone off for Victor Paulson, who was an odd signing and not one who's been amazing this season, but he had an absolutely immense game for the new manager, and he sort of got him back in favour. So, but we've got a slight weakness in the defence there, arguably. But I still don't quite see the attacking change coming up either.
We've got no one else left on the bench now, really.
I mean, we went obviously beat Brentford 1-0 and sort of held on, but it was a much later goal at Brentford, 53. So
my sound has gone from the game. I don't know why. It just has. Oh, there we go. Back around with it for a bit.
Oh, hang on, so your substitute got substituted. I've only just noticed that because I don't know the team. So the guy who came on in the first half has gone off in the second half.
Yeah, I think he's going to come off. Who did he come off for? I've not seen it yet.
Oh, wow. A rare case of me and Harry agreeing on a player, I think. Need to take off.
Cheers, Henry. But I don't like my stream, just like this goes.
He's taking our captain off. What's going on here? Why's Randall gone off?
The one I like the most.
Double sub from you. That's just come on now.
Okay, so yeah, Tijani's just come on for us, a player I know nothing about, because I don't think I've ever seen him play. He's been injured since about September, so I've literally no idea what's going on here, and our captain's just gone off as well, I think.
It's going to be the end.
Yeah, right, and now he's brought on a player that we've only just signed and never seen play, Boateng. He's got a great name. And a brother of a player who used to play for us. I can't remember his first name. It begins with M, but it's not Montgomery. It's really unusual but interesting Christian name. What's his name?
Mateo, was it? He briefly came up on the screen now. Oh, we had a little go there.
Oh, that's it. Malachi Boateng.
Bloody hell.
There's quite a few footballing families with the name Boateng or Boateng.
Yeah. Remember,
I totally agree. Harry.
Chagrin, a Villa player called George Boateng.
I think it's a different. Yeah.
Dutch by birth, I think he was.
Yeah, that's. I think it's also spelled differently, but it's all the very same variation, but different family. That was George Boateng and Prince Boateng. I think that was with an A.
Right. We're stringing some more passes together here. We seem to have woken up a little bit.
Yeah, it's corner now. It's the first Liverpool corner for a while. Yeah, one in the first half. Get it away.
We're still in the middle on my screen.
He slows you right down. And you just go.
Yeah, I think they played for Villa as well, though. Oh, yeah, corner for Liverpool.
Another youngster coming on.
It's very hard, quite hard for Polly's, this one. It's very tart.
Okay, I'm not a massive fan of Polly's, mainly because of their proliferation of kind of pale ales and hoppy IPAs and stuff. But I did have one last week, the Disco Delica, the disco beer from Polly's was.
Oh, the sour.
Hang on. A sour? It's not.
Is it sour?
No, it's a. Definitely had it last week. I think we're starting to rain here.
Oh, I thought it was a sour. Sorry. I've done the website.
No, Disco Delica 6% India Pale Ale.
Okay.
And I was surprised that it was more kind of orange and lemon end of a bit of pineapple end of citrus and grapefruit, but yeah, I quite like that one for Polly's. It's the first one for Polly's I've really kind of liked.
That brown ale was superb. If you like your hoppy American brown, that was brilliant.
Okay.
Anyway, the light.
I've got. Yeah. Okay. I'll have a look at that. The Welsh Red Ale, the Ambiff wasn't too bad. I had that the other week.
Yeah, that was a re-release. They released that at the Six Nations about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
They've done another one recently.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah. See you, man. See you next week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, full push it.
Who's playing?
Plymouth Argyle versus Liverpool, FA Cup, innit?
Yeah.
Go on. Oh. Archie.
We're not showing up here. We got no else on the bench. Did Curtis Jones come on?
Turn off the engine, turn the Andrew water, and you're like,
It's gone up the other end, corner to Argyle now.
at the time I didn't know what it was. It was like,
I'm gonna run out of time. Yeah.
put my head in the water, it's like,
13 to go.
Would you take a replay at Anfield if we can get it?
It's not. It goes to penalties, doesn't it? There's no replays.
Oh, no replay though. Yeah, no replay.
I would. Well, when we was at Anfield, yeah, drawing 0-0 and coming back to home park, yeah, you absolutely take it. I don't think we'd want a replay, but if it happens, obviously we'll do it because it's a good weekend for all the fans. It'd be great for a weekend in Liverpool, but because we had a great time in Liverpool out. Again, it was on the Sunday, so I went up with my football team of supporters, Argyle supporters in London, and we had a great night out in Liverpool on the Saturday. It was just I couldn't tell you what happened or where we went, but it was epic. And we had an Airbnb just on the road on the corner of the Cop End. So we literally stumbled out the Airbnb and went straight into.
Oh, so literally like at the edge of Anfield and Kirkdale.
Yeah. So there was about 15 of us, I think, went up for the football team, and we all went out, and we ended up drinking in completely different places because we all just got split up. I spent the evening at O'Neill's because I was an O'Neill's regular in my town, so I wanted to go to other O'Neill's, and then I completely lost the rest of them, and then we all sort of ended up back at the Airbnb.
Yeah, well. To be fair, I wish there was replay. You could have come up, it would have been a good done aspects. Aspects are open on a Sunday till 5.
I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I mean, clubs like us want the replay for the money, but also there's still that fixture congestion. And, Premier teams. Yeah. The Premier teams shouldn't. I don't see why they wouldn't want it because they could just play, like you say, a second string 11 and still be competitive.
I think it's just the time frame, isn't it? It delays the fixtures.
It's not about time frame. It's about money, isn't it? They want to play the bigger, more lucrative games. I can't imagine, it's that lucrative for Liverpool to play Plymouth Argyle in this round of the cup, particularly. But yeah, it's football, and it's a bloody silly game anyway. I think it's raining.
I just think it should be. I listened to a podcast where they suggested that it should be decided between the managers on the day whether it would go to a replay or whether it would go to penalties.
Well, sorry, whether what?
It should. I listened to a podcast where they said it should be up to the managers on the day whether it goes to a replay or whether it goes to penalties.
Oh, you couldn't have that because everybody would be doing it differently then.
Yeah.
That'd be impossible. I like the idea. I did see like there was a great book I read by a West Ham fan. It was like he had the idea that what should happen is managers should get together. Not necessarily for the cup, more in the league. It's like, well, if you're going to Man United as a West Ham fan, or Anfield, you've never seen this team win Anfield. So managers should just agree that it's going to be 3 points to the opposition, and if the opposition manager doesn't agree and they play it, and the away team wins, they should get 6 points, just to like even up the gamble. That's big gambling.
Yeah. So what they said was if one manager said it needs to be a replay, it's a replay. If both managers say penalties, it's penalties.
Well, penalties is a lottery, but it's kind of part of the excitement, or whether we want to see it or not, I don't know. We always want to see it concluded in 90 minutes, really. Cheers, Anthony. See you next week.
We're going to have to hurry up if we're going to do anything.
Obafemi, I don't know. He's a big unit. He's basically our Akinfenwa is a big unit, gets in the way.
Oh, come on now.
He's just gone off, isn't he?
He's just come on for Hardy, yeah. Don't say things like that, Mark. I can see him, by the way. Thanks for popping in. Don't say things like that, because that's like commentator's curse right there. Do you know what I mean? That's like Liverpool going up the other end and scoring. Like. So,
I think you should save this guy. I think that's what should happen.
Mark says, yes, I look like I'm in and out. No, I'm outside the toilet, which kind of looks at it. That's kind of our stall. It's one of our small cupboards that we use in the brewery to. It's actually like, well, it's kind of a conditioning cupboard as well, a little bit. But yeah, we've got all these kind of outbuildings here on the farm, so we just use whatever space we've got, really. It's a pricey Akinfenwa, yeah. We are very much down the business end, the kind of nerve-wracking last 10 minutes. Oh, pacey, I think you said pricey.
No, pacey.
No, Akinfenwa could run a bit. I've seen him play a lot. He's a player that I hated on the pitch, but I loved the way he went about his business, Akinfenwa. Obafemi has probably not quite got the swagger, not quite got the skills. And, ooh, geez, that was close across the box. Well, Akinfenwa's retired now. He was still playing about 37 at Wycombe. Played against us in the playoff final where Wycombe beat us. But yeah, I think he's retired. He's doing media stuff now, and he's got his own businesses as well. So he must. I think he's over 40. I think he played till he was about 39. Akinfenwa, 40. And he said his knees told him to give up because he just couldn't carry that bulk anymore. But I loved what he did. Oh.
Have you got that license yet?
Got a dog license.
Look,
have you got a
if
dog
I'm
license?
here next week and you haven't got your license, you're out.
Oh, I thought that was that gown. Absolutely, he's built like two bricks.
How nobody in the box for that one?
It used to absolutely carry it off. I remember seeing him at Wimbledon. We'd be absolutely slating him, but he'd always stand next to the away fans at Wimbledon and absolutely give it back what he got. You know, we'd be like, "Oh, you fat!" I used to call him fat fucking offender, but he would always give it back, and I appreciated him for that. He was solid player. Sorry, Adam. Well, you guys back in a fender, but.
I'm just annoyed because that shot right across the box, no one was there.
Yeah, it's straight across. Anybody on the end of that, it's a gift.
It was a simple tap in, but there was no one there. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this because we're not pushing.
Well, I think they've had the majority of the ball in the last 10, 15, 20 minutes. So it's just one attack and one lapse or one bit of skill. Go on, Matty, get in.
Where's my allegiance? Liverpool, but if we're playing crap, I'll call us out for playing crap, and we are.
Well, yeah.
This is why you don't feel team kid. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
That's what I say about Matty. He just celebrated a tackle right down on the corner. Oh, Matty Sorinola's got cramp again. What a surprise. Listen.
We played more first-team players. We played more first-team players than I thought we'd play. And we've still not done anything.
We didn't Man United.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Yeah, I know where you were going there. But it was the case of we didn't. It's not all kids. We played a number of first-team players, and we still haven't done anything.
Yeah.
That is correct, Jake. We should have had Salah sat on the bench. I don't know why. How that would improve his fitness, just him sat on the bench. I don't know. But we should have had Salah on the bench, and we should have had McAllister on the bench.
It looks like you should have had Steven Gerrard.
He's too busy in You know, in Saudi Arabia.
Isn't he getting sacked, or has he not been sacked?
Well, the rumour was he was going to Carlisle, from what I heard.
No, that was Mark Hughes has got the Carlisle.
Yeah.
But he was getting poached from Saudi Arabia to go to Carlisle.
Apparently he was leaving Saudi Arabia because he's not having a good time.
So what's that? £250 a week to £2.50 a week? I can't see it.
Exactly, yeah.
So, no offence, Baldwin, but I can't see Carlisle paying exact wages.
But I think there's a lot of restrictions in Saudi Arabia that nobody takes into consideration until they're actually there.
Well, tax-free, maybe.
We are playing awful.
So 2 minutes left, probably 3-4 minutes injury time. There's not been a lot of stoppages, is there?
A lot of substitutes. So I'm saying about 4 or 5, I reckon.
Yeah.
What? Alex?
Mark Jones, who's we?
I don't know.
I do know. He has told me before, and I forget.
I agree with that. That's why he doesn't play. That's why he doesn't start usually.
Go on, Maxie, sort him out.
Mark Jones, a Leeds fan.
Oh,
Sins.
never mind. I say that.
Come on, keep pushing. We're on time, but we need to keep pushing.
I say never mind. The Leeds is, I think, as an away fan, probably the best atmosphere in a stadium I've ever seen. Bordering on frightening. Probably more so than going to Anfield that time.
Anfield's not scary.
You've got all 3 sides singing Marching On Together, and 3-year-olds flicking the V's from the home end is a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, flicking the V's is not that bad.
That's not scary, that's just bizarre.
McConnell had a go. Young fella.
Yeah, he's not close. Go on. Goalkeeper got a yellow card, I presume, for time wasting. I didn't see it.
McConnell should have had that. Open net, more or less.
Yeah. I think defended did just enough, I think. Right, this is the business end when it's going back into the box like that. Anything could happen. It's, it was anything, really.
Oh yeah, just in the goalie get booked. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing.
I don't like to see it, but 9 minutes. 9 minutes? Where's 9 minutes come from? Is that Liverpool time? Is it?
They're paying us back from Fergie time from the 90s.
I don't think we'll be holding the ball up for 9 minutes. We'll still be going for it, you know?
To be fair, there's been 5 substitutions, 1.5 minutes each. That right.
Nominally, I've seen it given less. We ain't taken into the corner at time waste here. We're still trying to play out. This is, yeah. It's
Just need one goal.
It's exciting, but I'm still nervous. Go on, Matty, get it in. What? Oh, fucking diving header and he put it into the ground. It's that diving header into the ground.
It's not happened yet for me.
This is the agony. There'll be an equaliser, and then there'll be half an hour of agony. Years ago.
Oh, it's been straight up the geezer's arse.
Go. Why are you playing out from the back? Clear it out. Clear it out.
They should have got a better head on that, shouldn't they? One save hazard. It's exciting, isn't it, Paul? It's exciting. It's got the drama. It's drama. Oh, what a save. Told you he was a good keeper.
That was a terrible header. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tremendous both need to be sectioned. Hang on, what, yours or mine?
Oh, come on.
We still try to play and get caught out.
Yeah, that was a terrible header.
It's basically backs against the wall for Argyle now. Just like hope for the best. To be fair, Liverpool are now playing. They're giving it a go. There's some passing about and creating chances.
That was a good save from Hazard. Really good save.
We got half a dozen people in the tap space here now. They've all suddenly started turning and looking at the football.
Come on, Jota.
Guy Harvey is on loan for Leeds. I'm not a big fan of Guy Harvey, as I've said before, but sometimes he's fairly solid in his anonymity in the middle of the park. But if Leeds wanted to take Harvey back, complaining. I wouldn't say he's been immense here, but he's obviously been solid, as is everybody else. 4 minutes left, and obviously Liverpool are still absolutely giving it beans. They're going for it. Is it? I don't know if it's spelled Gyabi or a lot of ours say Gyabi. I think it's Gyabi, but yeah.
I don't think we're going to get this. I think you've got it.
Oh, see that? That isn't a bit. He just threw himself into a header at knee height. Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed in my pint rate. Only 3 pints to 90 minutes is poor.
Yeah,
I've
not even done 3 cans. I've done 2 and a bit.
You have a much better ability to pace yourself than I do. This is just my natural drinking rate in the cold here.
Chiesa is awful. I'd say he's never really had a full 90 minutes with us. He's only been brought on for stuff.
It's getting a bit warm though. I'm getting warmer now, just with the excitement.
I'm hoping we get a goal and then I can go for a wee.
You got 2 minutes.
Well, longer for me.
Well, longer for you. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
This is.
Awful. We've not played well. We haven't played well. This is where you get Man City in the next round.
Take it. Well, as long as it's at home.
No, it's going to be at the Etihad.
Uh-oh. Take it, Maxie, take it. I'm not saying he's bad because I don't even recognise him on the pitch. He's not stood out in any way for me.
He's playing on the right.
They are suddenly focusing on Argyle players a lot more. I can recognise them.
You can't blame Kelleher. It was Elliott silly conceding the penalty.
You got a free kick and the keeper is up on the edge of the box. Your keeper is out on the edge of the box for maximum glory drama. Away. Oh! Saved it. He saved it. Yes, in Hazard. That was looking very dicey there, that ball in.
I'm up to the yellow card.
Yeah, he saved it. He has touched that. The corner in the last minute. Is that 98? Is that it? I think it says 99.
I'm still on 98.
We've got a bunch of Green Army fans now.
Oh, they've come out the woodwork, have they?
Green Army! Green Army! Green Army! Green Army! Green Army!
I'm still on 98 minutes.
I've just watched that and I don't entirely believe it. How happened? Are you up for a watch along in the next round, Adam, as well? You seem to bring us luck.
What a stupid header.
It's unbelievable.
Ridiculous. I'm going for a piss. I'll be back in a minute. We'll talk about it.
Three games, the last 3 games. Argyle versus Liverpool have produced 2 goals. 1 either way. 3 games against Liverpool, and we've had 2 goals, 1 either side. So we're almost even, really, at the end of the day. That's phenomenal. I mean, I've seen a few Argyle games over the years, Cup and League, and sometimes this shit happens. You just never know. You never know how it's going to go. And I think we matched them all right. Yeah, they played a youth team and all that bunch of youngsters, and we only won it on a penalty. But we've just done enough. That's football, isn't it? Bloody silly game. Bloody silly game. Fair play to Callum White. Who we get in the next round doesn't matter now, really. It's just anyone, really. I still don't want a team that I won't get a chance to go to because I'm still not travelling to football, but watch it on the telly. Gonna have to watch it here again. Have to do another live, isn't it? Birmingham City still in it. Harry, can we get Brum at home? I won't get Leeds. Paul Greenwood, good to see you, man. Yeah, unbelievable scenes at Stone Park. They are dancing on the sidelines, and I've had a good few beers. Unbelievable scenes. You've got to come and buy me beers again for the next round. You've got to come and buy me beers again for the next round. You're obviously a good luck. Open. Yeah. It's because like I've watched games up here at Perivale. I'm not that particularly superstitious about football. I just come and watch it, but yeah, I'll watch the next round up here probably. I'm guessing it might be another TV appearance. I don't think Liverpool were poor. I think we both matched each other pretty much. We just got that little.
No, Liverpool didn't do anything. We should have, as soon as we conceded the penalty, we should have been on the attack and we win.
I think you were on the attack for them last 10, 15 minutes. It looked like it was all Liverpool,
Yeah.
but just not enough.
The last 15 minutes, but it should have been.
I think
should have been earlier on.
Those two centre backs we've signed have been immense again in the big game. Yeah. Absolutely immense.
I didn't freeze. I went for a wee, as I said before.
Oh, sorry, Harry. I didn't pay any attention to the scores yesterday. So.
Yeah, Birmingham won yesterday. Birmingham lost yesterday against Newcastle.
Okay.
So you've got a few. We're not a poor Merseyside team. We're better than the other Merseyside team, which is Liverpool reserves, because Everton are worse than them.
Bear with me a second, Adam. I'm going to have to go and break the seal.
Yeah, I've been twice now. Boo. Yeah, not a great result. Just what it is, isn't it? Played other teams and not done much. Just didn't plan for anything else. That's the bad thing. Should have done better. That's how it is. Yeah, can't really say anything else. Yeah, let's hope Tottenham go out to Villa. That's all I can say. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, sometimes. This was good. It was very grapefruit forward. I think that Galaxy is very prominent, as opposed to the Chinook Galaxy the Chinook Mosaic and Simcoe. The Galaxy was all the way. Sorry, I muted your disco just because everyone else was cheering in the background. No, I've muted you. You have to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. He's not listening.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm muted you because everyone was cheering in the background.
Gotcha. I'm going to celebrate by drinking a black IPA or black PLA, or we're not sure. Cheers.
That's my next beer. I've got a export stamp.
You will not see me drinking a black IPA very often, but Mike's managed to brew one I can actually palate.
I understand you're sad because Liverpool lost, so you've got to drink a black beer. That's what it is.
and it's got Citra in it.
Even worse. Yeah, just didn't do anything. We didn't have enough depth on the bench. That's the problem, I think.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? When you change the team up and you've got all those fixtures to think about, and you think you've probably got enough, but yeah, it's football, isn't it? It's funny.
Yeah, I think we should have had McAllister, Salah, maybe another defender and maybe Van Dijk just sat on the bench, and we didn't.
Yeah.
And you can't park that anywhere but the manager. He's played inexperienced players and not prepared for the worst. This is what we need, though.
Well, it's not tonight, and certainly not a jug in a black IPA. I will refer the honourable gentleman to the last time I tried a chug up here, over on Simo's chug for a charity thing we did last year. The beer is too cold, and I'm standing outside in the cold. I can't get through a pint. It's just too cold. So I'm not even going to try it.
Yeah.
Next time. It was either this. I nearly went for the 7% Christmas pudding stout.
Christmas pudding? How old's that beer?
Well, a month. Well, 2 months.
Yeah.
But it's a 7% stout, so it's going to last. It's basically, now it's just a kind of rum and raisin stout. You should change the name, really.
The bench was weak. It's that American egg bowl later, isn't it?
Oh.
Egg bowl.
Yeah, not so super. How are we pronouncing that? Chiesa?
I think Harry put it up before, and I think the commentator said something similar. Hang on, I've got it up here. Just give me 1 sec.
That's what we were talking about at the start, wasn't it?
Chiesa, I think it was. He's Italian and he's no good. Yeah, I can't find the comment.
Yeah. Well, look, tank ain't on at the moment. So you're not 24/7 brewing operation like yourself, Harry.
He's not 24/7. He has to keep an eye on the cooling, but I don't think he's 24/7. Right, I'm going to grab my last beer, and then I'm going to call it in 17 minutes, if that's okay with you.
No worries, man. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah, superb. Carry on. Yeah. It's getting dark here now. So yeah, we aren't really on for much longer. We are technically closed now, but since we have the keys, it's all right. I'll just carry on. Sometimes to go home. But it's been an interesting afternoon live on YouTube and in my place of work, but not actually working. Just sort of standing in the corner talking to myself. Archie. Sorry, can't see it. It's Studio Central up here. Best of time. Archie. But yeah, so I'm standing here. It does look like I'm kind of outside by the box, but I'll give you. I don't know if everybody really wants this, but I've done this before. So this is our kind of courtyard with our stretch tent across the courtyard. And we kind of make do and mend with the screen in the corner. It's not something we do on a regular basis. We did it outside in the big courtyard for the internationals, Euros or the World Cup last year. But yeah, so we're not a regular pub. So it's good beer, to be fair. It's good beer.
If that's okay.
That's it, showed in post match interview. I don't listen to that one back then, they'll probably bleep it out. We haven't got the commentary on. It's just passion, isn't it? Is that another one?
Okay, can you just message Mike because we
Oh, just so we know, it's always good for the comment. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Carriage because I've so been signing for Carriage. Played a few games, we've been absolutely amazed.
Well,
So,
my last year sums up how I feel. The score was not in this galaxy, which is a export India stout, hopped exclusively with Galaxy.
yeah.
are you a fan of Galaxy? Yeah. So. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be so dark.
Yeah, well, it's an export stout. It will be.
Not really sure about that. A stout hopped with Galaxy.
Single hop Galaxy as well.
I had a last year. No, the year before last, I had a Colonel stout hopped with Citra, and that was horrific.
Yeah.
Galaxy is the same.
Well, it's based on that. It's India export stout, so it's basically a black IPA in all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Grapefruit and coffee doesn't really work with me, so I don't really understand that.
Well, Galaxy, it's very coffee-y.
Yeah, I don't really get that.
But I'm not getting any citrus.
Oh!
7%. Doesn't list the malts. Just says US 05 for the yeast. But apparently, yeast is not an ingredient. So.
Right at the bottom, Mike. Right
It looks
at the
good.
5.2.
Well, that doesn't put Liverpool in very good position.
It's the cup. It's a different.
Whoa. Mango coffee? That's strange.
Yeah, you see, you don't need those kind of fruity, bittery hops in a
It's nice. It's just odd. Yeah, mango coffee. Very odd.
Yeah. That said, like I say, I'm drinking it's essentially a black IPA. It was based off a New England IPA collab we did with a local micro pub called Dodo, down here. So it was like Citra, Cascade, and Simcoe. And then we crossed it with our stout. So we've got all the kind of rich roastiness of our stout called Very Breck, an oatmeal stout, which we didn't put the oats in this, I don't think. And yeah, they wanted a dark version of it, so we did it. And originally, I wasn't so keen, but now it's mellowed a bit with a couple of months on it. It's just really nice and tasty, roasty, and like, yeah, but I can't generally get hops and stout.
I'm going to be on for another 11 minutes.
Yep.
And we'll give you the solo view, and you can tell me what you think of the game as a Plymouth fan.
It's a bit difficult, being that I've sort of watched it in a slightly unusual environment. The game's over there, and I'm trying to do two things at once and look here. So I haven't fully watched the game, but every time I look over, I was mostly noticing that it's kind of as an Argyle team, it's the Argyle team I'm used to, although we've got a few players in the January window that we don't really know yet. The two central defenders were immense, and in the last 10-15 minutes they were more focused on the cameras. So most of them were absolutely immense. They're both like 6'4". So yeah, as an Argyle fan, I'm kind of happy, mostly with the result, because it wasn't the most spectacular of a game in terms of football.
No, I've never thought they'd done it a bit.
In those last 10-15 minutes, you see the passion from the crowd, you see the passion from the players, and just to get the result over the line. This is what I was saying earlier. Last three times we've played Liverpool, doesn't happen often, but in the cup, 3 games, we've only seen 2 goals, one from each side.
Well done.
Cheers, Mike. Thank you very much. Hope you
Next
enjoy
time I want to see your license.
I'll draw it up for you. I'm sure. Wants to see my license and play the game. We're okay to play the game. It's fine. Yeah, it's like, does that mean we're better or the same as Liverpool? Absolutely not, because as Mike asked just now, I'm shouting across to him, we're bottom of the league with 5 points adrift in the Championship. So 48 places separate us. It's just one of those, on the day, we wanted it more. We had a full team. We've got a really good unit. Our manager's just talking now. Who is again an unknown, because we only signed him last month after the sacking of Wayne Rooney, and he talks an immense game. And there's a video on YouTube of his first meeting with the players, and the amount of passion and philosophy he put into that was immense. And he seems to be doing the business, you know. After beating Brentford, he was in the stands, he was watching. So the caretaker team. Just the passion that comes out of Plymouth is, well, I'm biased, but yeah, that was what was there. That's my takeaway. Just how, as a team that is so unfancied and so distant from everything else in football, is just sort of grabs that passion and grabs people's attention. And we got a bunch of people in the courtyard here today. There's a football fans, to be honest. They're Perivale Brewery fans, so they come up because we put it on. You know, obviously a bunch of regulars. We're technically closed, but we're still here. So we're still chatting away, and they seem to enjoy it. They seem to love that kind of underdog thing. So that's what we are. That's what we are. So yeah, we are just everywhere. And suddenly, why do something? It's just I'm getting dripped on. I'm going to move because I'm right on the corner. But yeah, it's just typical Plymouth. You never know what's going to happen. Suddenly we're 1-0 up and cruising, not done enough. One of them things, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, the dog's barking. That's why I was also on mute as well.
Right, so yeah.
But yeah, no, you've done well. We've done poorly, and you've done well, and that's what the FA Cup's about, isn't it? It's 2 turns up on the day.
It's about football in general. Like in a big game, if you get that whatever it takes, that little bit of luck, that little bit of spark, a bit of passion, and it just comes off sometimes.
I think the stupidity as well. Bloody hell, how many kits have you got? Is that another one?
Yeah, did you not notice I changed?
No, I saw that you took one off, but is that not a different one to the one you had at the beginning?
No, that's the one. The goalkeeper. I'm getting more again.
I thought you'd had 3 kits then.
No, well, I've got loads, obviously. I try not to buy one every season, but I bought these 2 last month because they were reduced by 25%. So I've basically got 2 for 1 and a little bit more.
I think that's why we lost. I didn't wear a Liverpool kit.
52 quid was our shirts this season. Of course, we've got 5 of them. No, 6. Yeah, 6. Because there's 3 different goalkeeper shirts and a first, second, and third home and away. And I'm like, that's too much. I love them. They look great, but I just don't want to spend that much money.
That's every other club, though, isn't it? Liverpool have a training top as well.
Yeah, the training tops look pretty good. It infringes on my beer money. And I just refuse to do it. So I wait till the end of the season or at least Christmas when they reduce a bit.
Yeah.
So, I'm sort of moving a little bit. I'm getting a bit.
Well, that's all right. If you want to leave it there, we can end it now if you want.
No, well, just have a couple of minutes left, mate. Oh, that's not I've got too much shit plugged in. I'm just going to stay here.
I was only going to give it another 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for setting all this up, and it's been a bit weird because it's a weird way of watching football. Like I was just saying, like watching over there and trying to concentrate.
Yeah.
On the comment. So I'm glad you set it up and have got the kind of control of that. Thanks for done the comments. Thanks for Jake for choosing the beer as well, in a way.
Yeah.
And you're still live.
Still live.
Yeah.
We're live on YouTube.
We're waving him off.
Did you enjoy the match?
Of course I did, yeah.
It's all good fun.
Yeah, right.
A giant killing.
Yeah.
Love a giant. Everybody loves
It was annoying. It was very annoying.
the magic of the cup. And I'm a Man City fan, and I thought, I thought Orient were going to do us yesterday as well.
No, I heard you. I'm sorry for you.
Well, you might get Plymouth in the next round.
Well, could they?
Until
was
that? Oh yeah. Down in Devon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be the Emirates. I think you get them at the Emirates.
The Etihad.
Etihad, yeah.
Etihad, sorry.
Emirates is arseholes. I mean, arseholes.
Yeah. it's all some foreign interest, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, greetings. Popping in.
Right, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much. Have a great time.
Yeah. Cheers, Adam.
Congratulations on winning.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers, man.
See you later. Bye.